That one was called Empty Briefcase. I've played it before. Um, I don't know. Many of you might not even remember a briefcase. I mean, most people have heard of a briefcase, but to have been in an era where people regularly carried briefcases to the office. Even women, even some women, yes, carried, you know, more like a slimmer um, briefcase. And and you know what? When I think about it, that would have been before the time of laptop computers. I know it would have been because your briefcase had all your papers and like documents or things that you were working on. Yeah. Can you imagine that? And now you can carry that in the palm of your hand. I mean, in a, on your phone, a document, download what you need, make revisions, do things at work or whatever. It's it's just amazing how far technology has come. Yeah. All right, so I've been reminded to look at the chat. I appreciate my moderators, all of you for joining me tonight. Yeah, it's just night talk. Just night. Yeah, that's what it is. And I'm in a pretty good mood. I am. As I got some things done today. Yes. Yes, I did. Hmm. I did. Yes, I did. So, at least for the second day of the new year, so far, um, I'm getting some things, started, done. Yeah. Mhm. So, how are all of you tonight? As you come in, grab a glass of wine. I say that, or your favorite beverage. Tonight, I am having Canada Dry ginger ale. Mhm. I typically have my Gatorade and water mix, but tonight I've already had some Gatorade. Now I want ginger ale. Yeah. Yeah, Vicky Black says, Teddy, you sound very happy. I am. if if you knew what I was able to uh, pull off this evening, yes, I did. I said, no, I could wait to do something tomorrow. But then I thought, I was like looking at my watch. And yes, I was looking at my watch. People do wear watches, don't they? Oh boy. And or maybe I should just say looking at the time. And it was around 3 o'clock. And I said, okay, how much can I get done in the next, couple of hours? And how many stops can I make and how, just let me just see. Can I squeeze it all in? And I did. It was amazing. I can't believe it. Yeah, I did. So, mhm, very, very productive day. And I hope tomorrow, God willing, I hope tomorrow brings about the same, you know, productivity. Yeah. How about you? How about you? for the new year. Yeah, 2 days almost behind us, and it's really just been all about the news and the news and the news and the tragic, news. Um, both days, but I just put that aside for a moment and took care of some things. Now, when I did turn the news back on, as I was listening in my car, they were already talking about in the French quarters that cleanup had taken place in some of the areas, had even, I guess, reopened. I at first I couldn't believe what I thought I was hearing. Yeah, this is in the New York Times, guys. Okay, now wait a minute. I'm serious. I'm looking at it, and it says New Orleans update. Bourbon Street returns to life after deadly attack. This happened on New Year's Day, 317, somewhere about that time frame. So that would be what? Today is just the second. Hasn't even been 48 hours. And they've got the French Quarter was bustling again with live music and a makeshift memorial for the 14 people who died after a man drove a truck into New York revelers. Now, I don't know, I'm looking at a picture, and I just had a kind of a mixed feeling about that. Bands playing their usual corners, Mardi Gras beat. I'm just, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, I guess. How could it return so quickly? I don't know. But of course, it has, more security in that. And yeah. And it appears that it's just, the one, it appears they haven't, ruled it out completely, but it appears it was just the one person, Zanzibar, in, New Orleans. And that the two attacks, or the two incidents, the one attack and then the explosion of the vehicle in in Las Vegas, seem to be unrelated so far. I don't know. One is definitely being called a terrorist attack, and the other in Las Vegas is being looked at, but it hasn't really been labeled yet. Mhm. Yeah, but we are live right now on Facebook and X, along with being here on this station. All right. So, what am I going to talk about tonight? I just wanted to mention the news, and I want to talk about maybe something different tonight. Maybe? Hmm. You know what? So, even the smallest step forward, that would be for any of us. The smallest step forward is important. It is. So, whether or not we acknowledge it or not, life is certainly filled with moments of uncertainty. Even now, we don't know, right? Things happen unexpected, changes, uh, different paths that we might take, challenges, things that push us to our limits. And it's in these moments that I have found that for myself and just in general, I'm just talking to my audience, that we can discover the true measure of our strength. Mhm. I talked about last year being um, filled with uh, challenges, but all of that resilience, being able to come back, being able to go through, being able to face, you know, face our fears and go through, even if it's little steps. But it's the unknown that has its way of creeping into our lives. We just, I've said it time and time again, that we just don't know. I don't know what I don't know. And there are so many unknowns that can creep up. Sometimes they can happen in a subtle way, and sometimes it seems like they just come out of nowhere, like a storm, like the force of a storm. Yeah. And it's that uneasy feeling when we don't have all the answers, when the road ahead is unclear, or when life throws us, into a situation that we never prepared for. It's the unknown. That can be terrifying, but it's also where growth happens. It is where resilience is born. I mean, think about it. Just think about it. Every breakthrough, every great achievement started with someone stepping into the unknown. They didn't have a roadmap or a guarantee, but what they had was courage, determination, and a belief that no matter what came next, they would find their way. So, unknown. So, what do you do? What have I done? How do you get the strength in the face of fear? Like, how do you face the unknown? Because the unknown often means facing fear. Fear, for some people, don't face it because they are afraid of failure. Fear of failure is one of the biggest hindrances in an individual moving forward into something new, because they're comfortable doing, what they've always known, and they don't want to fail. Also, fear of loss. You've heard that. Fear of loss, hope of gain. Fear of the unfamiliar. Again, it's not what you're used to. It might feel strange. But here's the thing. About fear. It's a guide. It's not like shackles, jailer. It shows us where our edges are, where we need to grow. So the key is not to let fear paralyze us, but let it propel us forward. And I know even for myself, some things I can or have faced, head on quickly. And then there are other things that I didn't move so quickly. But in the end, I didn't let it paralyze me. So strength isn't about being fearless. No. It's about acting despite the fear. Yeah, because fear, that's a normal sense of feeling. So there's nothing wrong with having fear. That's nature. If you didn't have, fear, that's just a normal emotion or reaction. It's about saying, I don't know what's on the other side of this, but I trust myself to handle it. I don't know what's on the other side of this, but I trust myself to handle it. You've done it before. I've done it before. Even if you don't realize it, every time you face a challenge, every time I've faced a challenge, navigated through it, made a tough decision or had to change or adapt, to change. That's where you've proven your strength. So, in the face of fear, in the face of the unknown, it's all right. Strength isn't about being fearless. It's about acting despite the fear. So, how do we stay strong in the face of the unknown? I've been looking at some things, and there are 3 key tools that I've come across that seem to work. It's mindset, support, and action. So when I talk about mindset, what I mean here is your mindset is your base, your foundation. When you approach the unknown with curiosity instead of trepidation or dread, everything shifts. Instead of seeing uncertainty as a threat, see it as an opportunity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? I've been asking myself, what did I learn from this? How have I grown? I'm also asking forward-leaning questions. What can I learn from this? Instead of what did, but looking forward as well. How can I grow? Support is important. No one is strong alone. No one is strong alone. So whether you lean on your community, maybe you have friends, families, mentors, guides, people that you trust, really trust. You can let their encouragement remind you of your strength. I've done that. When you can't see it yourself. And remember, seeking support isn't a sign of weakness. I've mentioned this often enough. That's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign, actually, of wisdom. Mm-hmm. And then finally take action. People have been saying things to me. When are you going to do this? When are you going to act on something? And then there are other things outside of this that I take action steps all the time. But even the smallest step forward can create momentum. And it's really the momentum. I've mentioned that before. You can be going forward, and something can happen to break the momentum. Okay. And then you have to, and I've done it, recover from that and start the small steps forward once more. But you gotta take the smallest, even if it's just a baby step. That can create momentum. I mean, you don't have to have the whole picture figure it out. You don't. Sometimes I've wanted all, everything just perfect. You know, I need a little bit more information before I can act or do whatever. Make a decision. You don't have to have the whole picture figured out. Just focus on the next right thing to do. Action combats fears and builds confidence. And as you take those baby steps, I can say, or smallest steps, and even when I've taken smaller steps and I see progress, it does build confidence. It does. And I've mentioned that word not too long ago, now that I think about it. Confidence. Mhm. So embrace the unknown as as a teacher, you could say. Unknown isn't just a challenge. It's what do we learn from it? It's what are we being taught? It teaches us to be adaptable because if it's unknown, so you have to learn adaptation, to trust ourselves, to find strength that we didn't even know we had. It's hit me a number of times in my life. I said, I didn't realize the strength that I had to face, certain unknowns or challenges. And so it reminds us that life is full of possibilities, even in the most uncertain times. When you look back on your life, when you get some life behind you, when even whatever that amount is, whatever you look back on, you'll realize that many of your greatest moments came after stepping into the unknown. The new job that you weren't even sure you were ready for. I have a story. Well, I could tell a story of one of my very first jobs in, I'll say just before let's see, how do I say this without sharing too much? Because it has to do with stepping into the unknown, is why I'm thinking about it. I would say like one of my first like jobs in like real corporate, is like stepping through that door, that unknown. And when you walk through it, get the courage to walk through it, did you realize that it does open up real possibilities of things that, well, for me it did. like a whole new life or world that I didn't even know that was out there, available. Yeah, people and places and um, different opportunities. It just can open up a different side. Yeah, experience. I have a quite experience in my background that, well, I don't share on this platform. I think I've shared enough, but um, in some things that have really helped me, that have really helped to um, give me confidence in a lot of areas. Mhm. Yeah. So again, that new job that you weren't sure you were ready for, yeah, I just took a little detour there um, when I reflected on it. Yeah, the move to a new city, even. Yeah, you might have that on your agenda for plans for this year, that you wanted to move, relocate, do something new, but maybe you were fearful of the unknown. But rather, if you step out there, you want to prepare, but you can't be totally ready, right? It might just open up your life to other possibilities that you could only have imagined if you take that step. Each of these moments started with uncertainty, and they led to growth or joy or strength or experience that you can build on, that I have built. So again, I'm just kind of, wanted to um, just talk a little bit about that as I continue to move forward, as we continue to move forward, to embrace the unknown, not with fear, but with faith. Faith in our ability to adapt, to learn, to grow, and just remind yourself, ourselves, we are stronger than we think, and that every challenge is an opportunity. Yeah. So the next time you're faced with the unknown, take a deep breath, step forward, trust that you have what it takes to face whatever comes your way, because you do. You do. You've done it before, and you'll do it again. It's like I say that as well. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Just step out there on faith. I'll be right back. Give me a second. That one was called The Great Feeling. All right. So this morning, Jennifer mentioned a specific date that Donald Trump was supposed to have a rally. And he mentioned it was going to be the 5th, this Sunday. As it turns out, a correction was made when an email was sent to me. And let me see, I was just looking at the email. I said I remembered to do that. It is going to be on January the 19th, the date of Trump's rally. So it's going to be one day ahead of the inauguration. So, still the same, you know, whether or not he's going to be taking care of the resources or taking away from the resources uh, just before the inauguration, security, and all of that. Is this ginger ale? Yeah, so a correction there. Anything else, you can email me. Hey, so I see Vicky out there, and Quality Queen TV just dropped by. Says, "Hey Teddy, Mod, and Mob. Well, Happy New Year. Check out Unwind with Teddy Community Wall and follow me on all social media." Okay. Uh, but it's 9:45. I can. Gee, I like. I said I was going to finish up early before 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah. And I am. Baby Juju says James 1, 2 through 3. Is that about faith? I'd have to look it up. Hmm. Testing our faith. Count it pure joy. All right. Maybe that's what it's about. When you know what? When you're going through it, it's is a test. And I don't know if life is ever free of test. No. You go for a period, it seems. I'll just tell you from my experience. You go through one day, and maybe it's for a period of time. You get through it, and then you go for a period where everything just seems perfect. Yeah, where it just, things are just, moving right along. Yeah, yeah. And then something happens, gets thrown out there. You run into something, a new challenge. Or maybe it's time to learn, right? A new lesson. And it's there. It just seems to be like that. Hmm. Yeah. So just had a few thoughts on my mind uh, tonight, and like I said, I had a pretty productive day for sure. For sure, I had a productive day. Hmm. Well, I think that might do it for me. Let me look at other comments. Wow, what's the wow? What baby Juju was looking eyes on something? Let me see what I miss. Or maybe that's just you're just saying wow, and that's okay too. By the way, I see some folks over there on Facebook, and X is quiet tonight. I told you, my followers over on X, they like political, so anytime if I put something um, that's going to be the news or politics specifically, like, yes, they love it. And I appreciate them when they come by and drop comments or just, support. And I appreciate that. Yeah. Hmm. Now I am going to take a sneak peek and see if there's anything else. Oh, they finally have released pictures of some of the um, deceased, some of those who tragically lost their life in that awful attack on New Year's Day. From fathers to honor students to college grads, loved ones are being remembered. Yeah. Let's see, what else? You know what? There'll be enough of news for tomorrow morning, I'm sure, which will be Friday, right? Yeah. All right, so I've checked my email. I'm doing that right now. Hmm. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. Yes, Vicky, Happy New Year. And could ask about a few more folks. You know what I know? uh, people are asking. There have been a few. What's going on with Teddy? I'm good. Annette says, "Sorry, ladies, I'm in the mix. Happy New Year to all of you, and Happy New Year to you." All right, is that it? Is that it? No, I can play one more song. I can play one or two. Yeah, let's take it up. We got 8 minutes. I could play a song or two. Um, Baby Juju says, yes, Teddy has been taking care of Teddy and her business. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Mhm. Mhm. Yes, I have. Yep. All right. Why folks send a little note like, right? Why did you think I needed a little laugh or something? It's okay. Yeah. Um, yeah. I say this too. When you can smile, smile. And when you can laugh and enjoy, do that because there will be days when he trusts me that there, you know, it won't be as much laughter. Laughter does make the heart merry. It does. And laughter is good, for your health, your well-being, your mental health. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Baby Juju says, I love all your different laughs. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Uh, thank you. Oh, let's see. uh, let's see if I can find a song. Yeah, and then we'll go off. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's why I couldn't. I'm going to change my account. Ah, be patient, guys. I'm trying to find. All right.
You keep saying you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthin', and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a-changin'. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And what he knows you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.
You know who that was? Nancy Sinatra. And if you would see that video of that, gee, even then, the outfits that they were wearing then, wow. Nancy Sinatra, these boots are made for walking. And that's an oldie, real old song. Um, but if you have a suggestion of a song, you can email me and maybe I can get it on next time. Vicky Black says, I remember her video. Yeah, she had on white boots. One of the videos she had on black boots. Yeah, I think she did a couple of different videos. Had dancers. Always love those songs. I always love the white boots. Now, you would have to be old enough, yes, to know go-go boots. Ah, but yes, and a little short skirt dress she did have on. It was the go-go boots. Yes, the white go-go boots. And I remember, I remember my mother bought me some white go-go boots. Yep. That would be a treasure right now to see. I don't even know if I had like some pictures, but uh gee, that was fun. That was fun times. I don't know about, what people think are fun now, different things, but it was simple things like that. Music, family, memories, fun. Yeah. And well, you know what? My dad wouldn't let us like wear those really short skirts or the hot pants. No, that was a little later. Yeah, no. Vicky Black says, yes, Teddy, go go boots. I remember begging my mama for some. I never got them. She got me some brown ones and I didn't wear them. Oh, that's a funny story anyway. So, so the brown boots stayed in the closet. Okay. All right. It's 10 o'clock. It's actually 10:02. We're going to wrap it up there. And I can say it again, biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Join me in the morning for Mocha. That's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.